Unsuccessful. I am not detecting any biofactories yet. We have to walk around and search for them ourselves. This area is primarily flat and open. We should be able to navigate it quickly.
I would like to gather more specimens of those large four-legged beasts if we run into them. I need to know the extent of the Ix-Morph engineering within them. This might tell us where they're headed with their designs and how to combat them better.
I'm detecting dark energy bursts in a few locations around us. These must be hybrid biofactories. We should go there and destroy them.
There's a lot of them. If we don't act quickly, they will overrun us. Let's get to work. The weather's calming down. Wind is getting slower. We've destroyed the first biofactory. It looks like they were heavily defended by Ix-Morph defense towers. I think they expected us.
Is coming from a nearby nest.
A building has been destroyed.
technology has been developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting. Biofactory destroyed. I think they're creating all these Florian creatures. They've been preparing to destroy us.
I'm detecting a rise in activity at the remaining biofactory locations. They are ramping up their efforts.
Enough samples of the Florian creatures. Their design is very cool. We probably shouldn't call them a species, as they cannot reproduce on their own. These organisms are powered by morphine, and I don't think they would be able to survive without it. It is hard to say how long they can survive on the supply that they carry within their bodies. They can communicate amongst themselves and appear to function autonomously. There's no evidence to support that they're controlled remotely, but I can't rule that out either. Warning. Hostile creatures are coming from a nearby nest. We should go there and clear it out.
Biofactory destroyed. Good work, Ashley.
The wind is picking up. A storm is coming.
The storm is very violent, but our base is safe from the wind. Wind turbine output is at maximum levels. Research completed.
The storm is over.
I am not detecting any more biofactories in this area. Mission complete, Ashley.
That should slow them down significantly. and buy us more time.
I am afraid they will not let us rest here. Worrying signals are coming in from the Metallic Valley outpost. We should go there as soon as possible.
There's never a dull moment. Let's jump back there as soon as possible. We're back at the Metallic Valley outpost. Let me guess. There's a huge swarm of creatures heading our way, and we should prepare our defenses.
No. At least, I'm not detecting any immediate danger at the moment.
That's almost disappointing. So why did we have to get back here in such a hurry?
We've detected multiple X-Morph influence pylons appear around our outpost. They have covered a significant portion of the land with that metallic surface.
That's disturbing. We still don't know what these objects do. Let's go out and try to inspect more of them. Maybe this time we can find some more clues about where they're coming from.
It will not be difficult to find these pylons. They should be common outside our base. We could also build a few radar stations to detect more of them.
The first one disappeared just like each one that we scanned earlier. Mr. Rigz, did you catch any new readings from this event?
No, just a short burst of dark energy. Wind currents are returning back to regular strength. Wind turbine power production is returning to nominal levels.
We've activated a few of them. Is there any difference between these attempts?
Yes, there are minor differences in dark energy emissions. They might have a slight directional focus.
Maybe they're communicating back to their central entity this way.
We do not have enough data to confirm that.
Okay, let's activate a few additional pylons.
I'm detecting a decrease in wind speed. This may affect our wind turbines. Wind speed is at a low today. Wind turbines are less effective. Ashley, this is it. All of these pylons emit a dark energy pulse upon activation. They share a stronger emission spectrum with a common direction vector. I need a bit more time to analyze this data.
Finally, if we can pinpoint where they're transmitting these signals, it might lead us to their central processing hub. This is so exciting.
I am afraid that we also have some more pressing matters to attend to. Our long-range sensors are picking up an entire army of these hybrid creatures heading towards this outpost. This is going to be the most brutal attack yet. We have to use everything that we have at our disposal to defend this base. If they can destroy it, then they will probably try to attack our headquarters next.
The power of these attacks is growing very quickly. It looks like the production base that we destroyed recently didn't help us with lowering their strength.
We don't know how big this attack would have been if we hadn't destroyed that facility.
True. We still have some time. Let's start preparing.
A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting. Wind speed projection is returning back to statistically normal values. Wind turbines are back at nominal power levels. I can sense the ground shaking. I estimate a few thousand creatures running at our base. They are very close. Prepare yourself, Ashley.
We've made all the preparations that we could. Let's go out and meet them.
Base is under attack. One of our walls is being destroyed. Threat neutralized. Good job, Ashley. This attack was exceptional.
Definitely. My heart is still pumping. These attacks are removing my scientific curiosity. I want to destroy these abominations now. I feel angry, exhausted, and disgusted. There is no beauty in these creatures. They're just a mindless mass of flesh fused with metal. We have to destroy the source of this plague or they'll infect the entire planet. Mr. Rigz, do we have any progress on the data that we've gathered from those Ix-Morph influence pylons?
Yes. I was running data analysis all the time in the background. I have a lock on a very odd location. All of the influence pylons were beaming energy to a common point. I think we can assume that those were data transmissions.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. All of the Ix-Morph related objects and creatures were somehow tied to dark energy phenomenon that we can't fully grasp yet. That's why we couldn't work out what's happening around here. Can you tell me more about that location?
We can't rift jump directly to that location. It is surrounded by very dense rock formations, full of heavy element minerals that distort the functioning of most of our equipment. We will have to walk up there, through a narrow passage amongst the rocks.
How fitting. A single path to the lair of evil. I'm sure it wasn't designed that way on purpose.
Ashley, are you mocking this situation?
No, not at all. But jokes aside, we should prepare our gear before we jump there. Let's upgrade whatever we can.
That is a good idea. Just remember not to postpone this for too long. The Ix-Morph are probably growing in strength with every minute. Research completed. Crafting completed. Jump error. These are not the coordinates that we were aiming for. There is so much morphium here that it probably disrupted the rift jump system.
This island is too small to set up a sensible outpost. We'll have to search for a larger island. At least we know there's plenty of morphium in this place.
A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting. Research completed. Crafting completed.
too small to build a resource production outpost. We don't have to assault it.
There is a biofactory on this island, Ashley. We should at least destroy the factory to reduce the strength of enemy attacks.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Ashley, I managed to sort out our positioning data. I have marked 2 possible locations that should be suitable for building a large outpost.
Okay, let's head to the closest one. I don't feel safe here.
Watch out, Ashley. This island is heavily fortified.
They're not making it easy, are they? Let's clear it out and set up our own fortress.
A portal has been destroyed.
Technology has been developed.
We have cleared the island from all Икс-Морф presence. We should build up an outpost as soon as possible. Construction is in progress. We should build up defenses as soon as possible. Building space is limited. I recommend constructing Morphium towers to reinforce our defenses. They do not require additional power or AI cores. We can also place them directly in the Morphium reservoirs, so they can serve as forward defenses, and their construction should be efficient here. It is going to be more difficult to defend on a small island. Outpost construction finished. Now, let's focus on building up the necessary Morphium compression infrastructure. This will allow us to take advantage of this resource in any place on this planet.
Liquid compression requires a lot of energy. I think it would be a good idea to use Morphium power plants for this purpose. They're space efficient, and there's practically a limitless supply of Morphium in this area.
I'm detecting X-Morph biofactories around our base. We should destroy them to prevent the outpost from being overrun. AI cores. Build more AI hubs. A new technology has been developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
Base is under attack.
A building has been destroyed.
Warning! An enemy attack is imminent. We should build stronger defenses around our base.
A new technology has been developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting. Base is under attack. Warning! Hostile creatures are coming from a nearby nest. We should go there and clear it out.
One of our buildings has been destroyed. Base is under attack. A building has been destroyed.
A new group of hostile creatures is coming from a nearby nest.
Base is under attack.
A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
Warning. Hostile creatures are coming from a nearby nest. We should go there and clear it out.
Warning! A large group of creatures is gathering near our base. Prepare for an incoming attack. Base is under attack. Danger! Enemy creatures are closing in. Get ready to fight. Warning! Hostile creatures are coming from a nearby nest. We should go there and clear it out.
We've destroyed all the biofactories in this area. It will be much harder for the hostile creatures to attack our outpost now. We've built up a sizable morphium production facility. This will allow us to take advantage of this resource in any place on the planet. We'll just need to construct the necessary decompression facilities wherever we want to deliver it.
Warning! I'm detecting a massive swarm of creatures heading towards our outpost. We still have some time to prepare. strengthen our defenses as much as possible. This attack is going to be very strong.
There's limited space to build strong defenses on land, but we can take advantage of morphium towers and place them directly on the liquid. I think they should be most effective when placed in groups so they can back each other up with shields.
That is a good idea, Ashley. We can build forward morphium tower lines that surround our outpost and support them with a few artillery towers placed on land. Research completed.
A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting. A new technology has been developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting. I can sense the ground shaking. I estimate a few thousand creatures running at our base. They are very close. Prepare yourself. Research completed. of Ashley.
We've made all the preparations that we could. Let's go out and meet them.
Any large groups of creatures in the vicinity of our base. We fended off the attack.
Excellent. That was a tough fight, but we can now safely export morphium from this location. This resource can prove very useful for strengthening our presence on Galatea.
Crafting completed. Crafting completed. unsuccessful. We're close to the Икс-Морф base. Long-range scans of this area indicate that this is the only viable vector of approach. This narrow corridor is a complex maze of alien structures. It is going to be challenging to navigate through it, and we should expect extreme resistance.
We have to break through their central structure, or whatever it is we're heading for, and disable it. We can use their own technology against them. Morphium towers can dissolve their barricades. We'll build our own maze of towers if we have to. Is completely blocked by the Икс-Морф structures. We must dissolve them by placing morphium towers next to the barricades.
Technology has been developed.
New buildings are available for construction. Another barricade. We can try to find a way around it, but there's no guarantee there is one. It's probably a better idea to dissolve the barriers using morphium towers anyway.
We are progressing towards our goal. Dark energy emissions are getting stronger. Detecting a decrease in wind speed. This may affect our wind turbines.
The wind is very slow today. Wind turbine efficiency is not going to be that great. Warning, a new group of hostile creatures is coming from a nearby nest. A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
Research completed. Warning! Hostile creatures are coming from a nearby nest. We should go there and clear it out. We are halfway through, and we have destroyed a number of biofactories. Alien resistance is getting stronger.
We're pushing through, but we've got to push harder. Wind is picking up again. Power generation is back to normal.
A group of hostile creatures is coming from a nearby nest. All my sensors are detecting unknown emissions affecting them. We must be heading for a very powerful source of dark energy.
If we could detect all the dark energy and dark matter around us, we'd probably see a whole new world. We have to study all these artifacts as soon as we've removed the threat. Metal structure on the horizon. It must be their base or some landing ship. It looks damaged.
The dark energy emissions are coming directly from that location. This is the central Ix-Morf structure that we have been looking for.
Tracking a meteor shower on a collision course with us.
These meteors are quite small, but they can still do some serious damage.
Finally made it. We've reached the Ix-Morf core. It looks like it was severely damaged a long time ago.
Ashley, this thing is still operational. We have to be careful. I don't want you to lose another arm.
Welcome, Ashley. We were hoping you would come here. Thankfully, you were able to destroy our rogue replicants.
How do you know my name? How can you speak my language?
We were able to track some of your communication. Your language is easy to decode.
What do you mean by rogue replicants? What happened to you? Why were you waiting for us?
We landed on this planet a long time ago and wanted to colonize it just like you are doing now. This planet has a unique magnetic field that affected our systems in a way that we didn't predict in our hubris. One of our consciousnesses was damaged during replication. Then it went rogue and rebelled against us. It started to modify and replicate the local fauna to use use as bioweapons. We managed to destroy the rogue consciousness, but its replicants continued to function autonomously and overwhelmed us. This is the last consciousness hub that we were able to hide in stasis.
Ashley, I am sensing incoherence in this story. We cannot trust this entity.
Understood, Mr. Rigz. I'll take that into account. Some of this story doesn't add up. Why are you telling us this? Why were you waiting for us?
This core is damaged, and we are no longer able to reconstruct our avatars. We need your help to survive. Which parts of our story don't you believe?
Why were these replicants and towers guarding your core against us? That wasn't friendly.
They are not under our control, and at the same time, they cannot destroy us. They wanted to keep you away from us.
What do you want from me?
We want you to host our consciousness.
What? How?
We can help you, just like your companion. We can work alongside it and share our technology with you. This would uplift your entire civilization. All you have to do is connect your interface to our core. We will transfer our consciousness directly to your backup AI storage memory.
Ashley, do not listen to it. It makes no sense and could infect our systems. This goes against all logic.
The procedure is very simple. You only have to activate our core.
Ashley, we can destroy that thing. Shoot at the core.
Don't listen to your companion. If the core is destroyed, it will implode and will destroy everything within miles. It will annihilate you.
The force field should drop when the core is destroyed. We can rift jump before it implodes.
It should drop. That's reassuring.
We only want to help you and ask for survival.
Do not listen to it. Destroy the core. Ashley, we are blocked from exiting this area. There is a force field around it, and we cannot rift jump from here. We are trapped.
Remove the barrier. You cannot force us to help you.
I am not forcing you. This barrier is keeping us safe from the replicants. I only want to help you. I am offering you a huge opportunity. You could elevate your species. Ashley, let us help each other. Do not destroy our species.
This entity is trying to trick you. Destroy the core.
We only want to help you. And ask for survival.
This entity is trying to trick you. Destroy the core. The Ix-Morf core is destroyed. Implosion imminent.
You cannot destroy us that easily. We will find your world and we'll meet again. Time is on our side.
Has the force field lifted? Can we make the jump?
Negative. I can't establish rift jump coordinates.
We made it out at the last second. This adventure almost ended our mission on Galatea 37. We didn't expect to find an alien civilization on this planet. I am as thrilled as a scientist as I am terrified of what we've discovered here. The metal terror that was created from fusing native wildlife with alien technology could have destroyed us and the planet itself. I don't think we've learned enough about the Ix-Morph civilization. We don't know where they came from and what their broader motives and capabilities are. Their understanding of what we consider dark matter and dark energy puts them at a higher development level than humanity. The Ix-Morph civilization had far superior technology to ours, yet they didn't survive here. We should take that as a valuable lesson. This planet is full of mysteries and undiscovered secrets that could threaten the existence of humankind. We have to make sure that opening up a portal back to Earth doesn't create more danger than opportunity for our species.
Ashley, we are back at the Metallic Valley Outpost. This was the closest safe location that I could find.
Thank you, Mr. Rigz. I'm glad we survived.
The explosion that destroyed the Ix-Morph core was immensely powerful. That location has been completely obliterated. We will not be able to return there.
That's a big disappointment. We could have learned so much from that wreckage. We still know very little about the Ix-Morph.
I am picking up a lot less activity in this area now. Dark energy wave emissions are hard to detect. The Ix-Morph pylons that were appearing around here have also seemed to stop transmitting data.
The Ix-Morph entity that we destroyed must have been responsible for controlling these creatures and sending them against us. I think it was trying to trick us into helping it as a last resort rescue attempt.
Do you think that everything that it said was not true?
I think that most of it was probably true. The lies that are hardest to pick up are the ones that are mixed with truth.
The situation calmed down, but there is no guarantee that we've destroyed all of them. What do you think we should do with all of the alien technology that we've possessed?
I think it's safe to use as long as it's been replicated by us. Our printer drones create everything molecule by molecule. I don't believe that our structures could be somehow infected.
Do you think that we should explore this Metallic Valley further?
I think that we've completed our primary task here. I don't think that the Ix-Morph are a threat anymore. We can resume our main task on Galatea 37.
Research completed.
A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available.
Research completed. Crafting completed.
For crafting.